right, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up with the mask, man?
It's just this is part of the outfit, man. What's up?
That's part of your outfit?
I'm doing the draft in my own business. The draft is at 6. Starts at 6.
That's crazy. That's in 3 hours.
Players are so fucking lucky. I mean, they worked for it, so shout out.
Yeah, man, they worked their asses off. That's why people got jobs to do this. All right, here we go.
Sing while rocking the Yanks. I wish I could wear this over the mask. Like I always wear a red bandana, but then I'm being safe.
All right, go Lobos.
Yeah, man, we should talk about the Lobos.
All right, man, we'll get to UNM. I don't know how many draft eligibles are coming out of UNM this year. I don't know the answer to that one. All right, man, who wants to pick Burrow?
Yeah, I just don't see the Bengals not taking Joe Burrow.
So you want him? You want to take him? It's besides the rest of the order, man. So
That's
I
true.
take him or you take him.
Let me get the Chargers.
So you want – I mean, do you want to pick odds or evens pretty much is what you're choosing? You want to pick the odd teams or the even teams?
Well, if I pick the Redskins, I get to pick the Chargers, which would make me happy.
Okay. So you want me to pick Burrow?
Is that cool? Do you think Burrow will go there, though?
Yeah, I do. All right, so I'll take the odd picks. I'll pick 1, 3, 5.
All right.
All right. Well, first, Bengals select Joe Burrow, quarterback, Louisiana State University. Burrow's a fucking beast.
He is good. He
went to Shaquille's school.
Had the best college football year ever.
And I don't think it's fair that you could say he only did good because there was pros around him. It's like, well, what the fuck do you think the NFL is like?
Yeah.
Hey, they got nothing but studs. Like he's like, oh, he had 2 pro receivers, a pro tight end, a pro offensive line, like a pro coordinator. It's like, and you think like in the NFL, he's not gonna have that. Like,
he jumped off the map his senior year. He went from like 0 to hero quick on him.
Yeah, but
that's good. I mean, why not? Who cares, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. A lot of people do that. Cam Newton did that. Did really good. RG3 did that. Did do as well. So we'll see. Burrow reminds me most of Carson Palmer. He'll have a similar career to Carson Palmer. He'll play for the Bengals. He'll realize the Bengals suck. He'll make it to 3 Pro Bowls. He'll have his better years with another team, and maybe never really reach the full potential that he did last year. But I think he'll be a good pro. I don't think he'll be Peyton Manning.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be Peyton Manning. But damn, that's where it's like, should they get him number 1? I guess so. Good job, Cincy. At least he has Joe Mixon with him, and he has AJ Green and John Ross. And the Bengals, I mean, they're not good.
Yeah, man, they're not very good. I agree.
And you already know I'm trying to pick number 2. The Redskins, baby. That's my team.
Oh, yeah, your favorite fucking team.
Redskins are fucking good. They need O-line. They obviously need defensive line. A receiver would help, and they do need a quarterback. We talked about it earlier.
They do need a quarterback. Competition-wise, they need a quarterback.
But I like Dwayne Haskins, though.
Yeah, whatever.
It'd be good to get him a receiver. It's a big pick. They can pick anybody.
Yeah, but it's a second overall pick. It is a big pick, but yeah, they can pick anybody. That's true.
They can pick CeeDee Lamb right here. They can pick.
They're not going to pick CeeDee Lamb, dude. A receiver hasn't gone number 2 since Calvin Johnson. You got to be a stud of studs. Go top 5 as a receiver, dude. I think Sammy Watkins went 4. The Bills straight up forget Sammy Watkins at 4. Julio went 6. Calvin Johnson went 2. I don't know, man. Top 5, top 5 players.
Yeah, you got to be balling, son.
Yeah, you got to you got to be like Jamal Adams,
Julio,
Patrick Peterson, and Von Miller and Cam.
Sure. Yeah.
Dude, top 5 picks, you're a fucking stud. You're not CeeDee Lamb, unfortunately. I'm sorry. CeeDee Lamb will go 10. That's fine.
CeeDee Lamb's gonna be good. Yeah, you're right. He'll probably go.
But
I don't know,
5, man.
Those
top 5 picks are gold.
True. So Chase Young. I mean, that's obvious. He has to.
Yeah.
All right, Lions.
This is kind of hard.
I know they can pick anybody now.
Lions are a bad football team.
They have to get a good pick this pick.
Maybe. Man. Yeah, man, this is a good spot to trade. This is a really good spot to trade. I think the Giants will pick a tackle in their next spot. I think all four of those good offensive tackles will be gone by pick 14 at the very latest. They'll probably all go in the top 10.
Yeah.
I can see someone trading up over the Giants even to get the tackle of their choice because the Giants will take one of them.
So any team that really wants a quarterback should trade with the Lions right there.
Who would trade up?
Jacksonville. I could see Jacksonville trying to jump.
Yeah, I can see Jacksonville trying to jump.
That's just they wouldn't do that for Okuda.
Jaguars are bad. They'd do anything. Third pick, we're going to go with the Cardinals are going to trade up. And the Cardinals, maybe they, give them a 2 or 3 because that's only 5 spots. Cardinals go from 8 to 3, and they get the tackle of their choice to protect Kyler Murray. Tackle of their choice will be I'll give them Wirfs.
From Bama?
Wirfs out of Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Tackles go first overall, second overall, third overall all day, every year.
OU's had some high drafted tackles for sure.
Absolutely. Trent Williams, 4th overall. Those top 4 are really good. And then there's a drop off to 5 and 6 and 7 kind of, and then after that it kind of drops off a lot. But those top 4 are elite.
Arizona, if they trade that pick, they're going to trade more than what you think. They're going to give up a shit ton to take number 3.
What do you think, a 2 and a 3?
And maybe even another late, a pick next year, another 2.
2 2s and a 3?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe, dude. Yeah, I mean, it would take a lot, especially if we don't want to use a 1. They got DeAndre Hopkins, and they gave their second-round pick to the Texans. So the Cardinals don't have a second-round pick. So maybe it would be a 1 next year and a 3.
Man, a 1 next year, maybe though.
To jump up. Yeah, I don't know if they'll go a 1 next year. I don't know if the Cardinals have the power to do it. I just think that the coach is bold enough, and he's been making a lot of moves, and I think they want to be competitive this year.
Yeah, and they want it to be an offensive power team. They want it to be QB going off, great O-line, good receiver. That's a cool trade. I didn't even think of that.
It's only 5 spots, but man, it would take a lot.
Yeah, but let's say they do it. I think the Giants are taking the Bama, Jedrick Wills.
I think a first-round pick next year would be a lot. I think the Cardinals can make that move for – they don't have a 2, though. That's the thing. If they had a 2, I think a 2 and a 3, maybe 2.
When do they not have a 2?
Because they traded DeAndre Hopkins. They traded for DeAndre Hopkins.
So they don't have a 2 this year or next year?
This year. The Texans own their second-round pick.
See, that's going to be hard. They don't even have a 2. They just give them a 1. How many 3s do they have?
I don't know. Probably 1, maybe more. I don't know.
Yeah. That means they probably will have to give them a 1 next year. Or at least that's great. It would just be hard to do a trade.
Yeah, I don't know. I should have thought about trades more, but I don't know if they have the power to do it, but they got the balls to do it. So.
Well, let's keep going. Let's go. I think
You're on the Giants. You want Wills? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle, Alabama.
Giants, they got to run the ball. They're the best running back in the league, and then they have to be able to protect Daniel Jones.
Yep, it's a good pick. So the Dolphins.
Yeah, Miami. That's a big pick.
This is my pick. God damn, man. Why am I up all the time? Oh, I know I gotta pick the Dolphins, man.
I know. It'll get easier here pretty soon.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with the Lions at 3, but the draft kind of starts with the Dolphins at 5. Miami, they own the 5th, 18th, 26th in the first round, 39th, 56th, and then they have the first pick in the third round, which is the 70th.
I could see the Dolphins trying to get Okuda. If he's still on the board right there, tackle 2.
I don't think they would get Okuda. They can maybe get a tackle just because the tackles are going fast.
Or get Tua or Herbert. People are saying they want Herbert now.
People do like Herbert. I'm going to give him Tua.
Yeah. I'll be very surprised if Tua's there and they don't pick him.
Via Loa. I think it's so. Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
So we got Alabama's tackle going 4 and Alabama's quarterback going 5.
2 QBs, 2 tackles, and 1 defensive end.
Yeah, that's the NFL, man. That's the
True.
NFL.
That is.
That's
It's about to get lit, though. It's about to get fucking lit. These next couple teams, honestly. Chargers are up, baby. Chargers need to pick someone sick. There's no fucking way I'm putting Herbert in their pick.
You can still
There's
do
so
trades.
many good players,
If
dog.
you want the Chargers to trade down, I don't think you do, but just saying.
No, I don't. I want the Chargers to maybe even consider a receiver. I think there's some good running backs that we could use.
At the 6th overall pick?
I don't think they're going to take a running back at the 6th overall pick, but I'm just saying, like, they're considering it.
All right, well, that's cool. There ain't no way in hell they go RB.
Okay, well, who I think they're going to pick is – well, I know his last name is Simmons, the linebacker from –
Oh, Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah.
You want him to get Isaiah Simmons, huh?
Yeah, I do want him to get Isaiah Simmons.
Man.
Bro, he had the best – he's so nasty.
Yeah, he's nasty, man. He was killing it in the national championship.
He, like –
Isaiah Simmons, defense, Clemson.
He has to be the 4th best player on the board. 3rd, maybe. He's probably like the 3rd best player on the board. And just play with Tyrod.
Yeah, I agree, man. Just send it this year with Tyrod.
I'll be very happy if they take him.
I wonder what his position is going to be. Like, I wonder what Commissioner Goodell is going to say when he gets announced.
Oh, yeah, probably linebacker.
Probably linebacker? Well, for us, he's defense. I'm putting him as defense. Damn, Isaiah Simmons, if you're the Panthers, you're pissed. Because that's, in my opinion, that's who you have circled.
Yeah.
If you're the Panthers,
but we need them too, dude. It'd be so sick to have we don't have any really good linebackers right now. Just to get a powerful outside backer on one side, and then you have Derwin James on the other outside as a safety coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you have our defensive ends. That shit's hard. We have really good corners, like the Jaguars. You know, it's like, can Tyrod Taylor do what Blake Bortles did, but a little bit better maybe? What's up, you Panthers? What's up, Carolina?
And the Lions are sitting at 8, and they want Okudah to fall to them.
True. That could make sense. If the Lions trade it out like that and then still get Okudah if he falls, but I don't know.
If the Panthers take him, though?
Yeah, they might, man. Fuck the Lions. Carolina, they need a quarterback. They need an offensive lineman. They need a defensive lineman. Jedrick Brown's still up there, the D tackle. Could be a good pick.
I mean, Derrick?
Yeah. What did I say?
I think you said Dedrick.
Yeah, Derrick.
I'm giving the Panthers select Jeff Okudah, cornerback out of Ohio State.
Yeah. If he falls to 7, they'll be blessed to get that.
Yeah, they will. And maybe they can go Javon Kinlaw, but I just think he's more of like a prospect and not as much as like a sure thing. And like not real don't want to fuck up his first pick. So
True.
So Jeff Okudah, you get an overall 85 player in Madden as a rookie.
At least, oh yeah, I know Madden is rough. He's gonna be good, bro.
Well, I mean, he'll just and he'll be steady. He'll only grow from there. He really won't get worse, and he can cover dudes. He can cover dudes right fucking now.
Yeah. Now they have a number 1 corner. That's a good pick for them.
At least like have something to fucking build, man. At least like put like something on your defense. You got fucking the face of your offense is Teddy Bridgewater, so you handled that. Now the Lions,
they still need a corner, and they still need defensive line and offensive line. So I think CJ Henderson's interesting. He's good. He's gonna go somewhere good. Quarterback in Florida. I think Derrick Brown, we were just talking about him, could possibly get picked right there. And also Mekhi Becton, that Louisville tackle.
He's still here. The Lions need offensive line. The Panthers could go offensive line too. I just think that they'll go defense. I wrote about his defensive coordinator from Baylor and Temple and all that. He's been following him everywhere.
Man, it's hard for me to not give him that Louisville tackle. I'm thinking they're going to take a tackle. Most Lions pick ever, but he's going to be pretty good. Yeah, so Mekhi Becton goes to the Lions.
He's really big. He's really fast. He's like a prospect.
Yeah, like he could go in place of these other tackles. Why'd you pick the Iowa tackle? That's interesting.
Has the most ability to be a left tackle. A lot of these guys are going to be right tackles probably. But Wharfs and then Thomas out of Georgia could also be a left tackle. Wills played right tackle at Bama. Mekhi Becton played right tackle and he probably played all over. He played guard. Blocked for a Heisman Trophy winner. It'd be cool if everyone gets scared of Becton and he falls to 28 to the Ravens. I don't think that'll happen. But
it's like they better trade something good, bro. Because they just traded out of 3 and now they got the 3rd best tackle.
Yeah, I mean, their plan. They wanted Okudah. But those top 4 tackles, if you have similar grades on all of them,
True.
If you have like top 10 grades on 4 tackles, like, okay, cool, like let 2 of them go. That's probably what they said when they traded back. Okay, well, Arizona's going to trade up to get a tackle, and maybe 2 more get selected, and then we get the 4th best one at 8. I'm sure they're okay with that. Mekhi Becton to the Lions at 8 because they traded back with the Cardinals. Good decision for the Cardinals and Lions. I think that trade works both ways. I just don't know if the Cardinals have the firepower to pull it off.
I like AZ trying to be aggressive. So you got Jacksonville right here. They need a cornerback. They need a linebacker, and they need defensive line.
Yeah. We're going to give them Auburn's Derrick Brown.
The 9th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jaguars select Derrick Brown, defensive tackle, Auburn. The last, 8 picks that Jacksonville has had have been from the SEC or something like that.
Yeah.
There's some kind of stat with the Jaguars loving SEC players. They drafted Josh Allen, Kentucky's edge rusher last year. And it was like a pretty good pick at the time, but I don't know. I guess he was hurt all year. I really didn't hear much about him.
I think it's a good pick. I like Derrick Brown. There's some good players on the board still. Clavon Chaisson, edge rusher from LSU.
Le'Veon Chaisson, number 18.
He's good, yeah.
Only studs were 18 at LSU. It's like number 7. So.
Oh, really? I didn't know that about 18.
Yeah. 18's a special number for LSU, and so he's a stud, man. He's a stud, dude. He's freaky athletic, dude. He's sick. Like, if he was, I don't know, maybe had more production, he would be a higher pick. He's just like a fucking raw piece of meat, dude. He is nasty.
Raw meat, baby. Jerry Jeudy's still on the board. Jerry Jeudy's a good receiver.
Mm-hmm. All the receivers are still on the board. One of the offensive tackles, Thomas out of Georgia.
Yeah.
He's still on the board. Javon Kinlaw, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. CeeDee Lamb.
Man, okay, so I got the Browns right here. They need O-line help. They need linebackers. They need defensive tackles. If they trade Odell, they're going to need a receiver. I can see the Browns trading this pick.
Okay.
I think Philadelphia has a pretty good draft room, and they really need a receiver. Don't you think Philly needs a receiver?
Yeah, Philly needs a receiver.
So I wouldn't be too crazy surprised if I seen Philly trade with Cleveland right here.
Ooh, see, that's a big jump. 11 picks, but then when the Falcons traded up for Julio, they moved up from 26 to 6.
Yeah, you can trade up. I mean, you can get it, but
it's not fucking illegal.
What did they give up for that? Did they give up a first rounder?
They did, yeah. They gave up the first rounder for the next year, and then Atlanta traded 5 draft picks to the Cleveland Browns to move up into their spot and take Jones, giving up the 27th, 59th, and 124th overall picks. So they probably gave up that. So they gave up the 1, 2, and 3 in 2011, and then their 1 and 4 in 2012 to move up 20 spots. See, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
I just think it'd be cool. I just like the idea of Philly jumping and then getting somebody. But I could just – otherwise, I'm going to give Cleveland that Georgia tackle.
Cleveland signed a right tackle, Conklin from the Tennessee Titans. He left. He was one of the Titans' many free agents.
I guess you talked me out of the trade. I was going to do that, but –
You can do it, man. Hey, man, if you think – but that's what Atlanta gave up to go get Julio. And, I mean, we're really not specifying what they're giving up.
I like Philly. I just think Philly's aggressive like that. I guess I'm going to do the trade. Fuck it.
All right, do it.
Cleveland trades with Philly.
Man, Cleveland moves down to 21.
Yeah.
Tristain Baker, huh? Tristain Baker.
And I guess that's weird, but I don't know. I just want to do something sick. Trade with Cleveland. I think CeeDee Lamb's the best receiver by far. I think they take CeeDee.
You gotta say the whole thing. I don't know where CeeDee went to school.
I think the Eagles take CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver out of Oklahoma.
Let's
go. With the 10th overall pick.
CeeDee. Yeah, we've been saying that for years, man. CeeDee's gonna go 10th overall. We've been saying that for years.
He's still on the board. Someone will snag him if they don't. Because it's about to be the Jets and Oakland and the Niners. All 3 need a receiver.
Yeah. Philly went 9-7 last year. Won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They still have their quarterback.
They're right there, bro. And if they get a nasty receiver.
I don't know if they're right there, man. They lost a lot of those offensive linemen. Pretty sure Kelsey and Peters aren't there. They don't have those running backs anymore. They don't have Jenkins. They don't have that D-line anymore. Yeah, I don't know if they're right there.
That division is also in the dumpster.
Wide receiver, Oklahoma.
I like our draft so far.
Shout out AG, man. You gave them what they wanted, man.
All right, number 11, my friend. You got the Jets.
All right, man. I'm going to think out loud. The Jets fucking suck.
Oh,
Best player doesn't want to play for him. Jamal Adams doesn't even want to be there.
dude, the Jets are clean. Like, who would not want to be a New York Jet? I just mean from where the city is and the colors.
Hey man, Brady's out of the division. Maybe now it's different. They won 7 games last year. That's pretty impressive. They had the 11th overall pick, I think. I'm surprised we haven't already picked for the Jets. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they're after all these bad teams. Bengals, Redskins, Lions, Giants, Dolphins, Panthers, Cardinals, Jags, Browns, and then the Jets.
Those teams had horrible years.
Those are that's the core of the NFL. That sucks, though. And the Chargers are also in there. I skipped over them, but
Chargers aren't very good. I think they belong right where they picked.
well, won 6 games, all right? We deserve our pick.
Tyrod's our QB. All right, you have the Jets. I think Jets need a corner. They just lost their best receiver.
Wide receiver, edge, tackle, cornerback, running back. Was the third overall pick at D tackle. They picked Richardson, I believe, out of Alabama.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even hear him this year at all. I don't know how that pick's panning out so far. The Jets wish any of those tackles were on the board.
With that said, we'll give him the tackle. That's a good point, Travis. That's a very good point. The Jets select
Andrew Thomas,
offensive tackle, Georgia. 2-time All-American in the SEC, going against the best. His running backs go pro every fucking year. His running back this year is going to be a first-round pick. I like the fucking red helmet with, the black and white G and, the little oval. I think that shit goes so hard.
Georgia's clean.
Georgia's fucking clean. I like Georgia, too.
They got a good thing going on.
Georgia's sick, man. Georgia's sick. We'll give him the best player on one of the best teams in college football, Andrew Thomas, tackle out of Georgia.
I got the Raiders, huh?
The Raiders selecting their fourth first-round selection in the past 2 years is right here. They had 3 last year. Freaking Farrell at 4, Cleveland Farrell, a 3-time national champion at Clemson. They picked Abrams at 18 out of Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
And
I like that dude, bro. Abrams is sick.
And then he got hurt, right?
I think, yeah. But hopefully he'll do good this year.
And then they picked Josh Jacobs out of Bama with 1,100 yards. He did pretty good for him.
I want Josh Jacobs on my fantasy team.
The old school OG, the most gangster of them all, Mike Mayock, pulling the trigger at 12. Who we got, man?
They really need a cornerback. I'm thinking the Florida. Henderson. Is his name Henderson?
Henderson's
That's what I'm picking.
And
I think that they will. Either way, they're not picking them. Jeud, I don't see Jeud getting this low. 12? Well, maybe he does, but I think he'll go to the Raiders. Jeud from Alabama. On a team that didn't even win the Natty either.
A down year for Bama.
The Jets they're lucky to get that shit too. Because the Jets could have just scooped him right then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing you hear NFL Network say. It's like a ticker on the bottom of ESPN. Wide receiver depth is insane.
True, yeah. I feel that.
They love the receiver depth, dude. Eric DaCosta was quoted that you can get – Eric DaCosta is the Ravens GM, one of the best organizations. You can get a starting receiver in the 5th round. You
got the 49ers right here. They need a receiver. They need a D tackle. They need a guard. They need a center. They need a –
Shout out to the 49ers for being one of the best fucking teams in the NFL, and they have a 13th overall pick.
Well, who did they trade? They traded
Forrest Buckner.
Who'd they trade with? It's crazy.
But, that's such a good deal. Instead of paying him $21 million a year, and you have to pay, the rest of your D-line, and Bosa's 2 years away.
They get a top 15 pick.
Yeah, you get a top 15 pick. That's awesome. The Colts.
Hopefully they made the right – the Colts usually run a good ship over there, so I guess they like to force Buckner, man.
The Colts have a lot of cap space, so they fucking paid Buckner a little bit less than Aaron Donald. Niners select Javon Kinlaw, defensive tackle out of South Carolina.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, man, that's a good one, man. He falls for them. Kinlaw. I don't know. I guess South Carolina wasn't too good, and they didn't have a lot of good players around him, but apparently he raised as hell. Yeah, man, Kinlaw, fucking get a cheaper version of Buckner, and he'll be a stud for 5 years. Just keep your D-line. That formula they got you to the fucking Super Bowl, dude. You trade away a piece, replace it for cheaper.
All right, now we got Tampa, right?
The Buccaneers, man.
Man, that's a hard pick. This is a really hard pick.
Hey, man, a lot has fucking changed since the season ended. The Bucs went 7-9. And now they're picking 14th overall on April 23rd. Those two teams are a lot different.
Girl, the Bucs are about to be pretty good. Let's see. The Bucs, what I want Tampa to do, honestly, is get a running back. I want them to reach. I think that they've built good receivers. They Their O-line, they probably have to get O-line.
Well, all those tackles are gone. The Bucs could be a good team to trade up because they don't give a fuck about their first-round pick next year, dude. They're trying to win it all this year.
I think that they should get the RB. What's that fucking running back's name? Yeah, DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift out of Georgia.
14 to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Running back out of Georgia. You have a running back to give it to, plus you have all your weapons, Brady. You have so many fucking people to give the football to.
And that's not bad, man. I mean, having your choice at running back, it is a need. They have Ronald Jones on their roster.
And I don't want him to be the running back that plays with all these people. Like, that's the one piece.
I feel that, yeah. I mean, Ronald Jones hasn't shown that he's a game breaker.
That means Tampa Bay just straight shows up.
Talk about the SEC. So 8 picks. 8 picks have been at the SEC.
Yeah.
One conference. Broncos.
They need a corner. They need a receiver. They need a linebacker.
I think if I'm John Elway, I'm happy with how the board's fallen. I would probably love to have taken Jerry Jeudy out of Alabama, but I got needs all over the place at corner. You can get a young corner. You can never have enough corners. When they won the Super Bowl, they had, like, corners. Elway fucking knows that.
True.
They also need a linebacker, though. Patrick Queen.
Yeah, they do.
And Patrick Queen's on the board. Henry Ruggs and Justin Jefferson. I would say Ruggs. That type of speed usually doesn't fall this far, though, man. But Justin Jefferson would be more their type. I think they would pick Jefferson over Ruggs.
They definitely need an LB. It's just, I don't know if those LBs, the best LB is better than Ruggs or Jefferson, wide receiver-wise.
I don't know. The best corner's off the board, and Isaiah Simmons is off the board. I guess I'll give him Justin Jefferson. The Broncos select Justin Jefferson, LSU. Just because I don't think they'll pass up a really good receiver. Like, unless there's a huge run on receivers.
Wow, I'm really not prepared for Atlanta.
If I'm Atlanta, I love Caleb Chason out of LSU.
That D-line.
That team was good. Oh, my gosh. He's their type, man. Caleb Chason's like the long, athletic outside linebacker rusher that fucking Dan Quinn loves.
They need a D-lineman bad. I really like the Clayvon Chason pick. I feel like they wanted Javon Kinlaw. They need a defensive lineman so bad. That's all I'm putting.
All right. That's a really good pick, I think. I think that's like a total fit. That could totally fucking happen. Caleb Young. Chason. I don't know how to spell his last name. Whatever. No matter. LSU, man. Another LSU player. 3 LSU players. 3 Bama players. 2 Georgia players. 2 Ohio State players. Studs.
17 is going to be the Cowboys.
Ooh. Cowboys, man. Travis Frederick retired. When the Cowboys selected Travis Frederick, at a spot around here, probably like around 20. No one had him going in the first round. So surprised when they drafted Travis Frederick. Like, a lot of people had like a 2nd or 3rd round grade on him. I remember. No one thought that they would go fucking center. So they could do that again. They could pick Michigan Cesar Ruiz. He's a center.
I think Henry Ruggs is still on the board. Would be interesting. CJ Henderson, that DB.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was thinking CJ Henderson, to be honest. And he's fallen, man. He's at 17. Only 1 corner's gone. They lost Byron Jones to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
It's a deep corner draft. You're going to have a good one.
So you pick him?
Cowboys select CJ Henderson, cornerback out of Florida. Yeah, if you're the Cowboys, you're happy for sure. The SEC, man, dominating. Since pick number 11, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, Georgia, LSU, Florida. The SEC, dude, they just freaking get players drafted.
Now we got Miami's 2nd pick of the first round.
2nd of 3.
Miami needs offensive line. They need receivers. Like, dude, and there's some good players right here in Miami. Miami already got Tua. So
that's awesome. I'm glad I did that. Good for them.
I think they really like Xavier McKinney, that DB from Bama.
Draft another Alabama safety in the first round. Hopefully don't trade this one in 2 years.
I think if Henry Ruggs falls to the Dolphins, they take him.
Really? Okay, that's interesting. That's awesome.
I'm just battling between Xavier McKinney and Ruggs, but I'm thinking Ruggs. Henry Ruggs out of Alabama. So Miami, they got a QB and a receiver, man. They're trying to throw the ball. 19, we got Raiders.
Jerry Jeudy, Alabama, was their first pick. Picking, man, their 5th first-round pick in 2 years. This is their 5th one.
That corner out of Clemson, AJ Terrell, pretty fucking nasty.
Man, he got torched in the Natty. I mean, that receiver can't even come out yet. And the other one already got drafted.
But remember Kristian Fulton, the same corner out of LSU, he had a good year.
And Patrick Queen is still on the board, man. I would say it's between Queen and Terrell.
Man, they both would fit. I'm pretty big on Terrell. I thought he was nasty.
Everyone was surprised when they picked Farrell 4th overall out of Clemson. I think maybe they do something similar. I'll give him AJ Terrell, cornerback, Clemson. And that ends 8 picks in a row out of the SEC. Georgia, Bama, South Carolina, Georgia, LSU, Florida, Bama, and then Clemson. And with the 20th overall pick, the Jaguars. This is the pick that they traded away Jalen Ramsey for. They get one this year and they get one next year. With their first Jaguars, I had them selecting Derrick Brown out of Auburn, defensive tackle.
There's some good players. I'm not going to lie. I think they could take a Sooner right here.
Oh, shit.
They need a linebacker. I think they're pretty hurt that Clavon Chasing's gone. AJ Terrell's gone. I think they would like to have Justin Jefferson. Xavier McKinney might be nasty there, but their defense is fucked. Like, they do need defense. That's why it's fucked. I just know Jacksonville likes defensive backs, and they just let go of everybody. So get in there.
Let go of both of them. I don't know if they really like them that much.
But they need them now. Like, man, I like Kenneth Murray, bro, obviously OU, but I think Jacksonville is going to take Xavier McKinney. I think he's a better defensive player.
Xavier McKinney, safety, Alabama. 2 SEC players selected in the first round. Jags are not good, man. They're just like really a pit hole right now. And if they pick defense in the first round, then maybe they'll have a top 5 pick next year. Maybe they have a chance against Trevor Lawrence. Make what you have of a team, man. They don't got much. That'd probably be a good call. Go defense, build it up. I don't know if they're trying to win games, so we'll see. The Browns, who traded from 10 all the way down to 21.
Cleveland could have their pick of the herd with linebackers, which is pretty good.
Linebacker is in need. They lost freaking Schobert. That's someone who the Jags did sign in free agency was the Browns. Their white linebacker, number 53, Joe Schobert. He taught a lot of people, but he's a Jaguar now. The Browns, they took Baker. They took their kickers from OU. Linebackers in need. They're trying to win now. You need a plug-and-play player. I think Kenneth Murray can be a 3-down linebacker.
Me too. I think Kenneth Murray would be pretty cool there. But his tape is going to be sick. But, like, if you watch a full game by Kenneth Murray, I think you see him make a lot of mistakes. Because I watched every play that kid ever played. But he's nasty. He's like, I don't know. He's hard for me to get. He's like a kid or something. I don't know. I just feel like I know him really well. In a good and a bad way. Like, I just seen him, so I'm, like, kind of sketched by him. But I know if he goes to a good defense, he could be good.
I don't know. I just think you got Lamar Jackson in that division. You got to figure out a way to stop him. I think Kenneth Murray would be a good weapon to have. Browns select Kenneth Murray, linebacker out of Oklahoma.
Let's go. We got 2 OU players off the board. Texas got 0.
22nd overall pick. The Vikings select here because the Bills, who earned the pick, they acquired Stephon Diggs. Now the Vikings are on the board with their first of 2 second-round picks. They pick here at 22. They pick later at 25.
Vikings need a receiver. They need a line. They need corner.
I'm pretty sure they lost their safety who led the league in picks. Not Harrison Smith, but the dude who played opposite of him.
So what corners do we have?
Utah's corner, his name is Jalen Johnson. Diggs out of Alabama. Grant Delpit is a safety out of LSU. Another LSU player. Diggs, a corner.
You're going to draft Diggs' little brother? That's just not going to happen. I want to give him a DB. AJ Terrell got picked on.
AJ Terrell was picked by the Raiders.
But just for, like, the best players on the board, they get one of the better receivers. They need a receiver. So it's either the Utah corner or a Clemson receiver. I'm taking the Clemson receiver. Yeah, I'm taking T. Higgins, wide receiver, Clemson.
Clemson receiver, number 5, if I'm not mistaken. Clemson with now 1, 2, 3 first-round picks. Patriots, man. This one's hard, man. You never know what the fuck this guy's going to do.
There's some good QBs, though. Herbert hasn't gotten picked yet.
Herbert hasn't got picked yet. Wow.
I forget about Herbert, bro. I'm not a big Herbert dude. I'm not fucking surprised he hasn't came to my mind. And Jordan Love's on the board, that Utah quarterback.
Yeah. Utah State.
I gotta change my shirt. I smell like shit. But no, I don't have to do it right now, but I gotta stand up, bro. My butt hurts. I wonder where Herbert's gonna go. I really hope Chargers get Isaiah Simmons.
I think that the Patriots are going to trade this pick to the Colts.
Colts into the first round.
We trade into the first round before the Saints so they can pick Justin Herbert out of Oregon. Dude, there's no way Herbert falls to 23. Herbert has to get picked. So Patriots
Wait, who trade? Oh, your Colts.
The Patriots are a good team to trade back. The Colts are a good team to trade up. The Colts have 3 picks in the top 75. They have they have 2 second-round picks and they have a third-round pick. So maybe they give up like all of them, to go get the quarterback of the future, man. Like, there's no way Justin Herbert falls this far. There's no way Justin Herbert falls to 20. The Saints at 24 would be a good candidate to select Jordan Love, you would think. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe. Like, I mean, they're more of a candidate than the fucking Vikings, Dolphins, and Seahawks, and Ravens, and Titans, and Packers, and Niners, and Chiefs. You got to get to 23 if you do want Jordan Love, maybe. So maybe this is really a Jordan Love trade, but in our draft, Justin Herbert fell this far, so it's for Justin Herbert.
So we got Nola. I like New Orleans' pick. They need a linebacker.
Patrick Queen. He's available.
That's probably who I'll pick, honestly. He's one of the better players on the board. And he's from LSU.
You're probably trying to win with Drew Brees, help that defense out, right?
Yeah.
So you want to give him Patrick Queen?
Yeah, I do.
So 24th overall, Saints select Patrick Queen, linebacker out of LSU. Patrick Mahomes.
All right, man. Minnesota's next. It's no rush, but I'm definitely wondering. I need to put on a T-shirt.
Hey, the white tee. Hey, check out this light, man. Watch, this is going to make a big fucking difference.
I know I need a light, too. That does make a big difference, though.
How's it going?
Much better.
You can really see my beard. There's a few DBs. See, I don't fucking get that, dude. It just turns off on its own sometimes. That fucking sucks. Mike Zimmer loves to pick DBs in the first round. They lost like 3 in free agency. There's a couple options here. They can go the DB out of TCU, Gladly, I think his name is, or Fulton out of LSU. Jalen Johnson, who's, solid and competitive, and he tackles well, and he didn't really get tested last year.
Yeah.
The Vikings addressed their biggest 2 needs, receiver and cornerback, in the first round. That's really good. Vikings select Jalen Johnson, cornerback out of Utah. They're going to be very, very happy.
Well, we got the Dolphins next. They need a line. They need a receiver, safety. They need a running back. I see a running back right here, kind of, or the center. That center.
Ooh, 2 first-round RBs. This man values the running back.
I know there's a center from Michigan still on the board. There's also that running back from Wisconsin. Yeah, Swift went to the Bucs. This shit's clean, bro. That's a good pick by the Bucs.
They need O-line help. They can go tackle. There's Houston's tackle, or Austin Jackson from USC.
There's a Boise State tackle that's good. Ezra Cleveland. I think they're going to take a lineman. They need a tackle. Man, I kind of think they're going to take the USC tackle. I think he's pretty good. And then that Michigan center is good too. I'm saying the Dolphins pick Austin Jackson, tackle at USC.
Southern Cal. I'm trying to fuck with this light. Fucking light, dude. Can't do work. Just stay there. Oh my God. I'm about to go fucking get a new fucking light.
Seattle next pick's going to be cool.
That's good shit, man. All right, ready? Ha! Genius.
Nice.
Look at that.
Man, I wonder if they will skip on tour. We're rolling too.
I'm in.
Don't they? I mean,
Is that some Doritos?
no.
Baby.
Darn.
No. Drink milk.
Ooh. A glass of cold milk is crazy, bro. What are you grubbing? Like, if you try to be smart about it, you got it wrong. Yeah, you got Seattle, bro. Keep thinking about Seattle while you're chilling.
Seattle has traded down 8 out of the 8 years that GM has been there.
So
They need a solid player right there, man. Seattle's going to fucking trade down, dude. Seahawks draft Kristian Fulton, cornerback out of LSU. He's big. He's physical. He's not the fastest in the world, but that fits who the fuck they draft. Sherman wasn't the fastest. He's a bigger dude, someone to play off coverage. Will fucking tackle in the run game. They'll probably trade out. But for mock draft purposes, I'm selecting Kristian Fulton, cornerback out of LSU. 28th overall, the Ravens. Oh, you're picking the Ravens? Come on. They went 14-2.
I had Patrick Queen written down in parentheses on my notes.
That would have been so sick. Ravens went 14-2, and they're picking 28. And the Titans went 9-7. The Titans went 9-7, and they're picking at 29.
That's crazy.
Team needs offensive guard, Marshall Yonder retired, all pro, linebacker, wide receiver, edge. Don't need a running back right here. They might go running back in a later round. Good in secondary, Good at QB. I don't know. The receivers, like I think like all like the top end dudes aren't really there.
It sucks Patrick Queen and Kenneth Murray got picked. I would like to give them to the Ravens.
Marlon Davidson, defensive lineman out of Auburn. Yetur Gross-Matos, edge rusher out of Penn State. AJ Espinosa, edge rusher out of Iowa.
You guys need an offensive lineman, don't you?
Yondo retired.
He just drafted a running back. But his running backs are glaring at me. They're good. I wish Xavier McKinney fell this far. I like Trayvon Diggs. Delpit got picked.
Delpit's around.
Delpit is around?
For sure.
I'm going to give the Ravens Grant Delpit.
Ravens select Grant Delpit. Safety. LSU. Sure.
Dude, LSU.
LSU.
Yeah, it's a good pick by them.
Isaiah
should have got him.
That sucks that you get to pick the Ravens. I have to pick the Titans. Titans. I don't. Who cares about the Titans? Who cares about Tanner and Derrick Henry throwing touchdowns and Tannehill running power option on the goal line? That's bullshit. Who gives a shit about the Titans? All right, they lost their backup QB. I can't do this. All right, I'll make it simple. Titans, 29th overall, AJ Epinesa, edge rusher, Iowa. He's up on the board, and he's strong, and he'll play fucking 4 technique for the Tennessee Titans, and they'll go 8-8, and no one's going to care.
All right, so we got the packs, huh? Just right off the bat, that tight end from Notre Dame stands out to me. I'm a big fan of Pittman. I think whoever gets Pittman is going to get a steal. Think of what other receivers are.
Brandon Ayuk, wide receiver out of Arizona State.
Oh, so is Mims. I like Mims, bro. I think I'm going to give him Mims. Let me double check. No, I don't know if I'm giving him Mims. Let me just say. Man, I do like Mims, though, actually. Man, or give him one of these good offensive linemen. Pretty interested for the Packers getting that edge at a Penn State or Jeff Gladney, cornerback at a TCU.
Defense, huh?
I don't know who to give the Packers, man. You know what? I'm going to give the Packers. I know I'm taking a while. I don't know who to give the Packers. I don't want to just give them somebody.
Chenault out of Colorado.
I'm giving them Jalen Reagor, wide receiver out of TCU.
Giving him a wideout.
I just think he's one of the better receivers on the board.
TCU. Hey, man. That receiver goes in the first round. That's pretty cool. They also have a defensive tackle and a corner who are also very highly touted. So good for TCU. Yeah. A couple players draft, or at least in the conversation for the first round. Then 31st overall to the 49ers. Strong chance San Fran trades out of this. I'm getting Kinlaw earlier. If the 49ers pick at that spot, they do need a wide receiver. I'll have them taking Joshua Jones, offensive tackle out of Houston. If they traded with the Colts and like move back to like 35 or whatever, that'd be pretty perfect because then they can maybe get Cleveland or like a different offensive tackle of their choice. Joshua Jones, offensive tackle out of Houston.
Last pick.
The Chiefs, the luxury pick, the Patrick Mahomes pick. Chiefs, shoot, man, I don't know what they need. Probably you would go defense if you wanted to get Mahomes a toy. Running back wouldn't be a bad choice.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you probably are thinking running back.
I really am. They need O-line. What RBs have we? Only one running back? Yep. Swift. I could see the Chiefs getting Trayvon Diggs. All right, I'm giving the Chiefs Jonathan Taylor, running back, Washington.
You mean Wisconsin?
Yep.
Very highly productive player. Jonathan Taylor, running back out of Wisconsin, becomes the 32nd overall pick to the Chiefs. High production.
There it is, man. We did a full draft. It's been hard. Let me see his plays. I don't care about his. Okay. How's it going to help the LA Chargers in 2020? Oh, my God.